What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. Today is Monday, April 17th, 2023. We got two games going on in the NBA today. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. We'll kick things off with a quick recap over yesterday's plays, and then we're just gonna dive right on into a few player props that I like that are already on the board. So if you like the way that sounds, go ahead and stick around, drop a like, you can drop a sub, click the notification icon, get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and my channel. And without further delay, let us jump into those plays from yesterday. So yesterday was a day of what could have been. So let's just start with the first game. Memphis and LA. We had the over on Ja Morant's 5.5 free throw attempts. Breaks his hand in the second half or in the fourth quarter. It looked pretty bad and never returned. Had not taken one free throw attempt up until that point. I saw him drive and I saw him create contact. He just wasn't getting fouls. And it was just that kind of night. Now, was there a possibility of him actually getting to 6 free throws made had he not exited the game? We'll never know. We'll never know. So we'll count that one as a loss. And then moving into the second game, we had Giannis over 23.5 first half PRA. Breaks his back, breaks his ass, whatever happened. He took a really bad fall yesterday. It was really nasty the way it sounded. It was super loud, and he never came back. He tried to come back, he just couldn't. Never finished the first half, and so that prop just got thrown out the window, and that was very frustrating because I thought he was in a great spot yesterday to come out and put on a nice performance. So I'm going to count that one as a DNP, as a reboot. I am not counting that towards our losses yesterday because he just never got the opportunity to put up any points for our prop. And then the other two plays that did work, let's talk about something that did work for us. We had Kawhi Leonard over 38.5 PRA. He crushed that. I think he had 38 points alone the last time I checked the box score. And then we had the over on Michael Porter Jr., 2.5 3-pointers made. He finishes the game with 4. So all in all, a very good day for us in terms of our later game picks. Not so much on our early game picks. We will look to bounce back today and go 4-0. I got 4 player props that are on the way. So without further delay, let's transition back over to the Prizepicks board and get into those plays. All right, I have 2 plays from each game today, and I want to talk about a first half point prop. I'm going to scroll on down to Mr. De'Anthony Melton. 3.5 first half points. I like the over on this one. We're going to head back to props. Well, we're going to head over to props.cash and break this one down. All right, over on props.cash, we're pulling up Melton's 10-game log. We got one game sample size here, really looking at what happened in that game versus Brooklyn. Now, one thing I noticed was De'Anthony Melton closes out the first quarter and starts the second quarter. At least he did versus Brooklyn. So he has this nice little window of opportunity to hit his prop. Now, in that time frame, he took a total of 6 shots. 3 of those were 3-pointers. For him to go over 3.5 points, he could very well hit 2 3-pointers and call it a day, or he could just score 4 points. I mean, that can look a bunch of different ways. But I want to pull you over to the popcornmachine.net and pull up the Nets and Phillies game, 76ers games. Wow, Nets and 76ers games, and scroll down to De'Anthony Melton. So this is what I'm seeing on the day versus Brooklyn. So he comes in, he closes out the first quarter, plays 5 minutes and 43 seconds, attempts 3 field goals, 2 of those are threes, and then he starts the second half. Now, who he's on the floor with, you got Melton, Niang, you have McDaniels, and then you have Paul Reed, and they're on the floor with James Harden. So in these situations, James Harden's more of that facilitator, and he's trying to set up his teammates for shots. De'Anthony Melton took 2 in the second quarter, so he took a total of 2 and 1 in the second quarter, and then took 3 and 2 in the first quarter. If De'Anthony Melton can get you that many looks again in the first half. I really like the over on this prop. I think he can hit this pretty easily. He's not seeing as many looks in the second half. I noticed that his production kind of goes down in the second half. So puts up 2 field goal attempts in the third quarter, goes 0 for 2. Could have easily made one of those, honestly. And then here we go. And then in the fourth quarter, 2 more field goal attempts. So in the second half, he goes 0 for 4. All of his attempts were from 3. So, if you wanted to take his full game line, you could at 7.5. But he would definitely need to make some shots in the second half. First prop on the board, DeAnthony Melton over 3.5 first half points. All right, and for play number 2, we're sticking in the same game, and we're going to talk about an assist prop for James Harden. Set at 10 assists. I like the over on this one. We're going right back to props.cash and talking about it. All right, so props.cash has this at 10.5. Man, I don't know if it'll get bumped or not, but it's the same line as it was on Saturday. It was at 10 Saturday. James Harden finished the game with 13 assists. Now, this prop is not on the board yet, but if it does get back on the board, combined assist prop between Dinwiddie and Harden was great on Saturday because Harden basically carried that. They finished with 20. I think it was set to 19.5. If Dinwiddie can convert more assists, that prop is going to just soar over. But right now we're talking about James Harden only. Line set to 10. You can see what he did against Brooklyn now. James Harden had 18 potential assists in that game and dished out 13. 18 potential assists in that game. So James Harden was very efficient at finding his teammates, but his teammates were also doing their part and knocking down shots. Something else that came to mind, we did not really see a big scoring game from Joel Embiid. If Joel Embiid gets going early and they make adjustments to where he is not being impacted so much by those double teams, I mean, James Harden can be feeding him down low a lot more than what we saw on Saturday. So the potential for James Harden to go over this increases if Joel Embiid can put up a better performance scoring wise. At least I think so. So really there's not a whole lot that goes into this prop. I like it because it hasn't moved. We get it at a flat 10. Go ahead and give me the over. 10 assists, James Harden versus the Brooklyn Nets. All right, and for our final 2 plays, we're heading to the Bay Area. Going to talk about a point prop and then an assist prop, and they're for the same player. So we're going to pull up Steph Curry, and we're going to look at his points, and we're going to look at his assist. I like the over on his points, and I like the under on his assist. Let's head on over to props.cash so we can talk about this a little bit more. All right, so let's start with Steph Curry's assist prop at 6 today, not 5.5. He's at 6. Now, in that game versus Sacramento, he had 7 potential assists. So Steph Curry wasn't really in facilitator mode, and it kind of makes sense. I mean, you got the full team back, healthy squad. You got Draymond Green kind of running the point, so to speak. And I actually like the over on Draymond's assist, the under on Curry's assist, but we're not talking about Draymond in this video. But I think those two kind of correlate very well. But Steph Curry was, in attack mode on Saturday. Scoring was his number one thing. He finished with, 30 points, but we could have seen a much bigger game from him. I just didn't see, when I was watching that game, Curry really looking to set up his teammates, looking to facilitate. He was playing off the ball a lot, and he was trying to score. And believe it or not, this is a must-win game for the Warriors. They don't want to go down to, 2 games to the Sacramento Kings. I know they play much better at home, but being down 2-0 in the playoffs is not fun for any team. I don't care how good you are. So I expect them to come out. I expect Curry to be aggressive, and I think he focuses more on scoring versus facilitating, and I think we don't see a big performance from him in terms of assists. He only had 2 assists in that game. So 7 potential assists. He made 2 assists. It's not that good. I don't think we see that from him today. I think we see more of an assist role from Draymond Green. So if I like the under on his assist, I really like the over on his points. So point line stayed the same from Saturday, 29.5. Finishes the game with 30. Shot the ball extremely well. 20 attempts, 11 made, well over 50% from the field. 20 shots, even though, 20 is a lot, but I feel like that's kind of low. I thought we would see 25, 26 shots. It's possible we see a higher volume shooting from Curry today, which would be great. So I really like this prop. The over on his points, the under on his assist. All right, so let's recap our plays for today. I realized that I pulled up Curry's rebounds versus his assists because they are both set at 6. All that what I said about his assist still applies. I just made the adjustment and put the assist prop on the board versus that rebounds prop on the board. So let's recap. De'Anthony Melton over 3.5 first half points. James Harden over 10 assists. Curry over points and under 6 assists. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out. Drop a comment below, letting me know what you think about these 4 player props on the board. Also, let me know who you have your eyes on today's 2-game NBA playoff slate. And as always, thank you all so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out. Truly means a ton. The comments, the likes, the support, the views, the subs, all those things truly means a ton in helping this channel just get a bit bigger every single day. Best of luck to you all tonight, and until tomorrow's NBA playoff player prop prize picks video, Chavez is out.